7 o'clock.
Well, listen, you say you want to be married, but you giving off all these mixed signals. And here's the thing about it. The people who would marry you, they watching you. They looking, right? Today, we're calling out all these messed up habits that's keeping people back, holding people back from healthy marriages. So don't go nowhere. We about to get into it.
How we doing today?
What's up, good people? Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. I'm Derek, the Thought Engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yogi. How you feeling, man?
What up, good people? How y'all doing out there on this grand Monday?
I know. Another Monday. Ready to help you kick this week off right. We're going to start this. Oh, okay. All right.
Might as well, man.
No, but today we talking about, you say you want a husband or a wife, but you're not acting like it. You say you want a husband or a wife, but you ain't acting like it.
So how you act like it? What you supposed to do to act like it?
We gonna let them know.
Cause I
gonna let
know
them
how they act when they ain't married.
We got some things.
Okay.
We got some things to talk about. Before we get into that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Lock in with your boys. We want y'all to rock with us, ride with us, right? Right. So keep it locked in with us.
And we want to know y'all there. So please hit that like button.
Yeah. And listen, if something hits you while you're listening, drop a comment. It's fine.
How many people do we get saying, I listen to the show?
Right. Brother, this weekend, you know what I'm saying?
I listen to the show.
Can't wait the Monday. I'll never say nothing, but I be watching. Let's let us know you're here. Just let us know, right?
And where you listening from? How about
right. Just lock in, let us know you're here. So, you say you want to be a husband or a wife, but you ain't acting like it. You're not acting like it. So, real quick, what was one thing you think of? What's one thing that you had to stop doing a cutout once you realize, man, if I'm gonna be married, I gotta cut this out.
I leave them streets alone, man.
Oh, the streets.
I leave them, and you know what? One thing I noticed, because before we got married, I was always a frequenter at the clubs.
Okay.
And so before I met Cheryl, I didn't go for like 3 months because I had to get that out of my spirit.
Oh, okay. In your spirit, man.
In
huh?
the spirit.
Had a boogie in the spirit.
Oh, what you talking about? Boy, that boogie. Boy, that a boogie. So I had to get meeting new people all the time. Seeing a bunch of people out there. I had to get all that. Cause you can't truly say you want somebody and while you looking at everybody.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
So that's one of the things I had to do.
Okay.
What about you?
You had to be a little bit more selective.
Oh man, we're talking about because I was out in the streets, brother. I was out in the streets, man. Because when you single, one of the streets up, and I don't want to say the streets is for nobody, but it's more for single people than it is for married people. And because you meet a lot of different people. People are coming across the screen all the time when you single, man. And if once you begin to say you want to get married, that's one of the first things that has to stop is gotta get that out of your spirit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta fly without the cup tonight. Your security blanket.
That's like my blanket.
Your security.
I was looking, but I'm like, wait a minute, ain't it? Oh,
it's the security blanket gone. Oh man.
Okay. All right.
For me, I would say, man, I wasn't really doing the club thing at that time when I decided to, let me get serious. One thing I realized I had to learn what it was, man. I had to learn about what marriage really was. I didn't grow up around married people like that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you have a desire for something, or you see you headed that way with somebody, then you need to find out what it is, especially if you don't have a good point of reference. And I didn't have a good point of reference. So one of the great things was when I got to the church that I really came to adulthood in, they had a good men's ministry. Not even the marriage ministry, the men's ministry, because you know you have to get with some men who in it, you know, people that's got multiple years in, and listen to them. And so I listened to them and everything, and hey man, I'm taking it all in. But I had to do that. I had to get around people who knew what it was and was content on doing it the right way, and just kind of start gleaning from them, start learning from them, which is probably what, you know, it's a good idea for people to do. But we're going to get into that. But first things first, because what we seeing out here is a whole bunch of people doing a whole lot of foolishness, but saying they want relationships and marriage and all of this stuff
under their breath. Girl, I don't mind. Listen, I don't need no man. Ooh, but I sure want one.
Hey, man, how many times do you come across somebody? And I'm telling you what really sparked all of this was I was seeing videos online on social media where a married person would be like, everybody talking about where are the people with the healthy marriages, the good marriages, and why y'all ain't out here putting out videos and giving advice and something. And they say, because y'all don't want to hear it.
They ain't gonna listen.
Y'all ain't gonna listen. So we just stay quiet and keep our mouths closed. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to come on here and say, okay, if you gonna listen, we gonna help you out tonight.
But before you go, let me tell you what my mom was gonna say to me today.
Okay, what's she say?
She asked me about the show, and I told her, I said, well, we're gonna be helping singles.
Okay, yeah.
I said, well, how you gonna help somebody single? You ain't single. I said, well.
Oh man. Oh man.
I said, well, no, I said, but I can tell somebody that's single how to act. Yeah. I can tell single people what married people.
Yeah.
When you want to be married, what you look for.
Right.
I can tell you what turn offs are. I can tell you what's gonna disqualify you. Yeah. First of all, let me say loud. If you loud, you will never get married if you loud.
Hey man, I knew a young lady. She worked with my wife some years ago, but I remember her just being loud.
Was she loud?
Oh, she was. I mean, just constantly. I mean, just every time you heard her over everybody else. And I remember telling my wife, I was like, man, she ain't gonna find nobody to be with.
This one,
she's not gonna find nobody to be with.
Don't know man.
Dudes, yeah.
That you hear his woman before you see her.
Oh man,
I want that.
Nah, bro, no. And the crazy thing was, there was a party one time. So me and my wife, we go to the party. We the first ones there. We get there. She's there with her mom, her mother, and her grandmama.
All of them loud.
No man around.
Neither one of them.
Nobody. No man nowhere around. Mama there, grandmama there. No man nowhere around. And I'm like, I wonder why. I wonder why. If you listen to these, let us know real quick. What was something, all my married people out there, what's something that you realized that you had to stop, something that you had to cut out when you decided, I'm going to be serious about this thing, so let me stop this. Let me cut this out. Because really, that's what this is. If you say you want to be married, you got to stop doing these things. So we're going to run down a few things that's really hindering y'all from actually being married, if that's what you want. Now, if you just content with just turn up in these streets, if you content, you know what I'm saying? If you a slave to these streets, then we ain't talking to you.
But see, now that's good, because I was thinking one of the first things that men and women have to do is we got to get rid of our little black books. We got to get rid of the variety of people that we that we choose from. We got to stop concentrating on us.
Yeah.
On them and concentrate on you and getting you and putting you in a position. Because hey, everybody loves choices. Because normally what happens if you can't get it with one guy or girl, somebody else can do it for you.
You know, that's a great point, because one of the things that is hurt people is access to a unlimited amount of people.
Absolutely.
When you were from a small town and you didn't have access to travel and everything, you got with somebody that was right there around you.
You chill.
Y'all knew each other, you knew each other's families, all this kind of stuff, and you was good. But now with the internet and all this type of stuff, you talking to people and chatting with people on the other side of the world. And so now you like, oh, but you got the FOMO, fear of missing out.
That's good.
You got the fear of missing out.
That's good.
Because you scared. If I lock in with Timber, but what if this person? Listen, you better make a decision.
And which is interesting. So let me tell you what happened with me. So when I met Cheryl, I wasn't exactly sure that I was ready to settle down and be married. But I knew she was wife material.
Okay. And
I said, hey, listen, you can wait for this thing to come back around, or you can snatch this one up.
Yeah.
Because hey man, they don't. I know this. They don't come around that often.
No.
And you can either gamble and wait another 3, 4, 5 years for it to come back around. Yeah, man. Grab this right here.
Yeah. And let me say this, because to that point, here's something people got to realize. Getting married puts you in the position of husband or wife, but it does not make you a husband or a wife. You have to be that before.
Yeah. True. You're right.
Or at least have your sights set on becoming that soon and quick and in fast and hurry. And that's the thing that people do. They say, oh, let me get married. And soon now you have the title of wife or title, but you're not functioning, because there's a function and there's a behavior and a mindset that goes with husband and wife. The Bible says he who finds a wife, if you find her, she's already that when you found her. So you saying you recognize wife. Oh, yeah.
I recognize it. I seen it. I said, I better get this.
Okay, so you recognize wife. What kind of pressure did that put on the husband?
Well,
well, ready was you?
No, I was not. But it put pressure on me because I realized, hey man, if you want her, you got to be ready. You got to get ready to be a husband. Wait, listen to me.
Yeah,
I'm in the football. I'm sitting in the stands at the football game. The quarterback go down. They look at me and say, we want you to come out here and play quarterback.
Lewis.
Well, I'm like, whoa, I ain't got my shoes. I ain't got my cleats on, coach. I ain't got my cup. Well, you better get something and get out on the field. And it was like that. The pressure, the decision, hey, I got to do something.
But did you have dreams of being in the game, though?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. All right. All right. So somebody got dreams of being in the game. You got dreams of being in marriages, but the knowledge of how to actually do it, we're gonna help you. But we're gonna talk about what you need to stop doing tonight, right? So we're gonna get into these 5 things. Cheryl says there should be wife and husband training. Mentors are highly needed. This is a great point. There should be training for this. Should be training, because just thinking you just gonna go in all willy-nilly and master this thing, nothing will humble you like marriage and relationships. Marriage and relationships will humble you. You think you got it together. You think you all that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what your background is or nothing. You get in there, relationships gonna say, oh, I'm gonna show you what this is.
Absolutely. The great equalizer.
The great equalizer. And you got to be ready, right? You got to be ready. So we're going to get into these 5 things you got to stop doing, right? Like I said, we're talking about tonight. You say you want to be a husband or a wife, but you're not acting like it.
You say you're tired of being single.
Yes, that's what you say. But these 5 things are things you got to watch out for, because they tripping you up, right? 5 things keeping you from marriage, even when you want it. Number 1, first thing it is avoiding accountability for past relationships.
You know, man, I was reading when you sent it to me today, I was reading over there and I thought, man, because the older we get in our ages, we have all at this point, I'm in my 40s. I'm right above my 40s. I'm right above my 40s. So at this age, at this great age, people have been in and out of relationships at this point.
Right.
Whether they're still in them or they fail, and you played a part in that. And so the thing is, to that point, you have to know what role you played in that.
Yeah.
And people, oh, he was this, he was that, she was this, she was that. I called her cheating, I called him cheating.
Right.
And even in that, you played a role in that.
You did. It take two. Whether you played a passive role and accepted more than you should have, or you played an active role and was the person agitating the person, that ended up leaving.
Yeah.
You played a part. And listen, if it was always their fault, then you'll never fix the patterns. You never correct the patterns if it's always their fault. You got to take a stop and say, what role did I play in this whole thing? Or better yet, get somebody to tell you, because people have been talking about you already. I can just tell you.
What role am I playing in relationships I can't seem to keep? Because at this great age, it ain't just one.
Yeah,
it's relationships. and I get it that one time you didn't know better, the second time you was learning, that third time we should be getting something.
Yeah,
you should be learning something. And it's the thing. My son used to say this to me all the time. Why won't y'all just let me do me? No, we can't allow you to do that, because it's gonna get you in a place that you're not gonna want to be.
Because you about to,
but that's what single people, most single people want to do them. They don't want to have no rules, restrictions. They just want to be able to do them, and there's a consequence for doing you.
Right. Because one of the quickest things you find out in marriage, you can't just do you.
Oh, it ain't about you, because it's not about you no more.
Right. You can't just go to the store and grab you something.
I'm gonna do you one better than that.
You better either put a call.
I'm gonna do you one better than that.
What you got?
My wife, with Cheryl she dropped somebody off at school and went to the store. And she stayed in the store maybe an hour or 2. I'm livid when she get back home. I'm calling her, can't get her to answer the phone. Where you at? Where you been? She like, well, the store is my me time.
Oh,
that's why I go. That's my sanctuary. And I am few. I want to set the store on fire. And
we ain't no me. We are us.
We're us. And I had to understand. I didn't know that was her sanctuary. I just thought she was like she always tell me. I'm finna run and get a loaf of bread. And she back up a U-Haul truck with all his groceries out. She told me she was gonna get some bread. You know what I'm saying?
Put you to work. So
man, that was also, you say you're just gonna run to the store, but I had to learn that. Yeah, that's one of the things I had to learn. Like, you say, what? You talking to me? Oh, because it's coupon.
Oh yeah,
she likes coupon.
Yeah, his wife is a master couponer. So if you need the game on couponing,
don't call me.
Hey. Drop it in. I'm serious. She got the game.
Yeah,
she got the game. Right? I know this economy times is hard. You know what I'm saying? So
you know where everything is.
I'm telling you, better get up on game when it comes to this couponing. But the blessing in that, the blessing in your wife leaving and time passes, you like, hey, hold up. Where's she at?
Yeah.
It's a blessing to have somebody be concerned about you.
It's a blessing and a curse. Because most people, I'm not gonna do that. Most people like to be gone until they're ready to come back home. Most people don't like nobody waiting for them and checking for them. Most people, most of the time, don't like. We like it at first because it's
new.
But after a while, we're like, I wish again. I can't never do me.
Well, I think as long as there's an agreement, or I'm gonna be gone this long, you know what I'm saying, you put a realistic time out there on how long you're gonna be gone, at least the person know. You was expecting her to come back in
15 minutes.
15 minutes turned to 2 hours, and you standing at the door like, where you been?
And she looking at me like I am crazy. What is wrong with you? Where you been?
I missed it, you. Oh,
man.
All right, so we're talking about, you say you want to be a husband or a wife, but you not acting like it, right? Talking about 5 things that's keeping you from marriage, even when you say you want it, right? So number 2, second thing is sleeping first.
Oh no.
And deciding later. Now by sleeping,
but in fairness. Well, explain when you say sleeping first. What you mean?
Giving up les droits.
The LD.
The LDs.
Well, but let me say this. But you know why we do that? Because that's all we think we have to offer most of the time.
Wow.
And there's so much more to us than the LDs.
But why don't you know enough about yourself to understand?
You don't trust it,
that
man.
You have more to offer.
You don't trust it. You don't know. Listen, I've tried. Listen, the game is rigged. There's way more chicks out there than there's dudes. I got to get him in here.
Competition's fierce.
I don't trust the fact that he'll just pick me without me showing him how I can put the Titanic down on him.
But here's the thing. You give them their body before they earn your trust.
Always a bad move. It's always a bad move after you did it, after you do it.
Think about that. You give them the most intimate part of you before you even know who they are. Most of the time, you don't know if they already got a family. You don't know if they husband or their wife looking for them at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so many bad situations have come out of this. But statistically, they say when you start off relationships this way, it's a high percentage that it's going to end and probably end badly. What comes across a person's mind if you get a person in bed too fast? Talk about it as a man.
They're gonna think you do it all.
What do you think about that?
They're gonna think you do it all. They're gonna think you do it with everybody. They're gonna think this is what you do. And most of the time, people want to feel like they are in. Everybody loves VIP. You know why people love VIP, D?
What's that?
Because everybody don't get to go up in the VIP. VIP is a place that you can go and look down at everybody else and say, well, we are kicking it up here in the VIP while everybody's up there.
Right.
Well, when it comes to you in that relationship, people want to feel like they are in the VIP when they dealing with you. And if they get up in the VIP and everybody up in there, don't nobody want no that.
It ain't special no more.
It loses its luster.
Wow.
Did you hear I just mosey?
Yeah, you just moseyed. You got some mosey on with that.
Sometimes you got to mosey. but that's the thing.
That's a great point, though.
Man, that's
a great point.
Yes.
Great analogy, because how many people think about that? I remember, let me get Cheryl. Cheryl says, a lot of times it's cultural. It's what people do. Right. And that's when it's getting dangerous. When the culture now kind of sets the precedent that that's what you do, then the chances of you failing is high. It's very high. And so people are now putting value on having a lot of partners. They say, if you got a lot of partners, then when I get you, I know you know what you're doing. But they ain't thinking like you thinking, to the point to where I remember AC Green. You remember AC Green?
Didn't have no sex.
AC Green didn't have no sex. Man is in the NBA playing for the most high profile team on the planet at the time.
Couldn't have been me.
He played with Magic, Cooper, Byron Scott, all them cats. He played with them.
Yeah, sure was.
Right? The Lakers. And this man wasn't having no sex.
Wasn't having no sex. Couldn't have been me.
I ain't having no sex. Being ran around that church.
And she should have. I think she married now.
I think, yeah, you better believe it. But one thing AC Green said, he said, on my wedding night, I want to give my wife something that nobody else could give her.
Okay, which brings me to another point. Okay, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that's what everybody's doing. But this the thing. For the person that you saying you want to spend the rest of your life with, don't you want to be able to give them something that ain't nobody else had? I mean, just think about that for a moment. Don't you want to give them something? You want everybody, you want everything just wore out. You don't want nothing brand new that you can bring out the wrapper. Do that sound cool? I mean, am I tripping?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe just me. I'm just save something. I'm gonna be like, you know what, man? I can't give you no more now. I gotta save something now.
There should be something that happens to where it doesn't trigger a memory of somebody else. Because, you know, we start competing, and we talked about this one time. We start competing with the people in their head.
You can't compete with that.
And ain't nothing like you the one in the bed, but it's somebody else in their head.
You can't compete with the memory of nobody else.
No, because memory always better than the real thing.
Way better.
The memory always better than the real thing.
Better.
Yeah. So it pays to reduce the count. And I know everybody talking about body count don't matter and all that type of stuff. If you want to live like that, fine. But if you want to be with somebody, one thing you don't want to happening is every time you go somewhere, she sees somebody.
Yeah.
That she know. Or that know her. Because sometimes trifling people will let you know that they know your husband or know your wife. Trifling people with.
Like that boy gonna say, oh, Coke. What do you call it?
Oh, cola.
Dude, I could not imagine.
I don't blame Liam. I'm sorry.
I couldn't imagine.
We talk about soul food. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know soul food.
I couldn't imagine. Cola.
Hey, man.
I'm finna kill you.
He should have stopped with just, hey, man, your wife hit me up. No, hold up. But your wife hit me up, say you need a job. Like that was, he could have been, he probably would have walked away.
But that's not what people do.
But you called her by a pet name that you have for?
No, that I was with her.
Oh, man.
I used to call her Cola because that body was shaped like a Coke bottle.
You said what?
Somebody died 9-1 and hold the car there because I was to go straight to jail.
Oh, man. Cheryl says, cast the past into the sea of forgetfulness. Right? Only thing about this, see, sometimes stuff starts floating to the top.
I'm just saying.
Sometimes
everything don't go down there like you want to.
And then you get the net and start trying to scoop them. You know what I'm saying? Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
If y'all like the conversation, man, hit that like button for us, please. Please hit that like button and let us know where you're listening from.
Do that. Make sure you do that. Listen, we talking about you say you want a husband or a wife, but you not acting like it, right? So we giving you 5 things that's keeping you from marriage, even when you say that's what you want, right? So we trying to help you, right? So number 3, when you start pursuing vibes over seeing if there's a real vision.
Now, see, that's the difficult thing, D.
Okay.
Because, because oftentimes we'll take the vibe of how we vibing with somebody else. Ooh, good talking. Oh, we was laughing. He was cute. And he was funny, and he was tall and had good hair. And he smelled good in the cologne. Oh, we'll take all that.
Right.
And we put that in the deal when that don't have nothing to do with how y'all gonna be in a relationship with each other.
Yeah. I remember you telling a story. You told this story several times. You said it was somebody. You said they was good.
No.
You say they was good to you, but they really wasn't no good for you.
Oh my God! But they were so good to me, though.
And what happened with that? Were you pursuing the vibe, or were you pursuing the vision?
You know what? I was pursuing what I thought it was going to take for the relationship to last. I thought the better that part of it was, the better it was going to make the relationship.
Okay.
Then you find out later that you ain't in bed we're not in bed with people as much as we think we are.
Oh
We
man.
vibe, we laughed, we had a good time together. But when it came down to the relationship aspect of it, we want 2 different pages.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, but you like dressing like this? How you like dressing? You like your ass out? This how you like it?
But that's what caught you, right?
Daisy, you ain't playing.
I'm just
playing.
saying.
Listen, D, you supposed to be on my side.
Because here's the thing. One thing I noticed. Like sometimes my wife will go to a store and she'll find something, but let's say she don't want to get it right then. She got to go do something first, or maybe she left a purse or something. So she put it somewhere
that you can't find,
to where she thinks nobody.
Yeah.
And she go back and because if it caught your eye,
it's gonna catch somebody.
It's gonna catch somebody else's.
Yeah.
Somebody else is looking too.
Yeah.
So if the thing that attracted you, man, that's a good. The very thing that attracted you became the thing that made it hard to be with her.
Well, it wasn't the thing that made it hard to be with her, but if I'm trying to take the relationship to another place than just dating, there are some things that has to be changed with it, and she wasn't making those changes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I'm on you about the way you dress.
Again, Phil says people are blinded by the vibes.
Absolutely.
People are blinded by the vibes.
Absolutely, because that's what we go off of.
Real quick side note about the whole dressing thing. When men, quote unquote, start tripping about how you dressing, they ain't tripping on how you dressing just to be tripping. Men know other men. Yes. And it'll be nice if we lived in a world where everybody behaved themselves and did what they're supposed to do. But we gotta help you prepare for the one person
that
ain't gonna do what they supposed to do. They're not gonna do right. And I know you say I should be able to wear what I want to wear without somebody doing this, doing that. If that was the way the world was, the world would be a whole better place. But you gotta think about who not gonna obey the rules.
The clothes need to have a tag on them that say, "Is you married? Don't you buy this?" These are for single folk in the age range from 16 to 14. But the clothes don't do that. They don't do that.
No, man. No. It's not a man trip. This is a form of our protection, right?
But you know what's harder to figure out about somebody is the vision of that person. Where their head's at. Yeah. Because you got to actually sit down and get to know people to figure out where their head is. Yeah. And man, that is the most important thing, because normally what happens is you in a relationship with somebody and you realize, boy, how in the world? Yeah. How in the world me and him get like this? Because he completely where I am. Because listen, the way it's funny how you can vibe with somebody, then when you get in their head, you be like, oh, this where you at? Yeah. Yeah. Now you can't get out the restaurant fast enough.
Because the vibe gonna wear off at some point.
Yes.
And then what you left with. And if you're looking for butterflies instead of looking for blueprints,
boy, you better say that.
You're gonna miss somebody who can build with you.
What? Stop. What is the butterfly thing? I've heard that.
You look right.
Right. I just didn't feel butterflies.
It's that movie romance that, you know,
the lies that they be
the lies, right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the happily ever after, you want the whole, you know, Prince Charming, Spy Cinderella, and all this type of stuff.
Why they movies, man?
It's right, and they live right. That's I always say, and they lived happily ever after
until the credits come down.
Right, but you're right. You got to do life with this person. You got to do life with them. So you got to see what this long term thing is gonna be, because you ain't gonna always have them butterflies, right? Butterflies can kind of die out at some point, right? So got to keep that in mind, right?
Yeah, it's good, man. That's good.
Talking about, you say you want a husband or a wife, but you not acting like it. Phil said, "Oh,
you know," and the crazy thing, people don't understand that a man that's looking for a wife, he know when she ready. He know when you ready to be somebody's wife.
Yeah.
But do women trust that? Do they trust that it's men out there looking for wives, or do they want to try to make the dude that they got that guy?
That's a good question. Any women want to chime in and answer that? Feel free. Cheryl says, vibes are only feelings in the moment. Vision is beyond the feelings. Absolutely. Absolutely. And maybe we can help somebody. Do you know, because I heard women ask this question before. Women would ask the question, why does a man break up with somebody, or him and a woman break up, and within like 6 months to a year, he then got married? Why'd it happen?
Because he recognized this wife material right here. This wife here.
Okay.
This wife material here.
Okay.
You were just something you allowed me to play with you. I played with you. I played with you until the time thing wore off. And now it's time for me. Now I'm ready to go get married to somebody. And because it don't make sense if you think about it. How is it you could be with me and boom, and next month you married? Right. Well, because he had his eye on what he wanted to marry the whole time. Why he kept looking for it in you and wasn't gonna never find it.
What about when a man has his mind set that I want to be married?
I think it means the same when a woman does it, D. I think before you can set your mind, you have to tell yourself, I want to be married. And see this, and this is the problem that a lot of people have. People don't admit it. Everybody want to lie and act like they good with being single. Nobody wants to be single. Everybody wants somebody. Yeah. And you got to tell yourself, and you got to believe it, because if you believe it, your life should start pulling you towards it.
Wow. And the thing is, as you're being pulled towards a person, you should be being pulled towards becoming a better person.
Yes,
at the same time.
Absolutely.
Right? There should be something about you that's improving.
Yeah, boy, that's good. Yes, absolutely.
Because you say this is what you want. Right?
Because we can say it, man. It's funny. You can say all you want to, what you want, but you don't really get what you want in life. You get what you become.
Oh yeah.
And that's we so busy selling wolf tickets that we don't become what we actually trying to get.
Yeah, because your behaviors determine your outcomes.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's say your life right now is the sum total of the decisions you've made up to this point.
People hate to hear that, but that is so true.
Right. And you behaved yourself into whatever you have right now.
Well, let me say this. And now, remember, guys, this is not to knock, or this is not to make anybody feel bad. We're simply trying to get that single person that doesn't want to be single anymore to look in the mirror and say, and be honest with themselves and say, listen, do you really want to be with somebody, married, a wife? Because if you really want to be a wife, it's going to take some discipline. It's going to take some changing.
Right.
And I'm listening. I'm like, whoa, it sounds tough. Yeah, it is tough, but everybody,
husbands
we're
too.
just not coming out the win. We're coming out the singles.
Husbands too. Yeah, there are some things that you gotta fix.
Yes.
Some things you gotta fix, and gotta be content on being a work in progress, because we all, even in it, you still growing, you still learning, you still changing. But the hope is that you steadily have a mindset to always become a better person. That's why it was this book by this Dr. Carol Dweck, and she had this book about mindset, and she talked about a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. And she talked about people with a growth mindset, how they don't have limits on them. And a lot of times people, if you think this is all you can be, this is all you can have, this is all you are, then you pull back on the effort that could help you increase beyond where you think you are now. And so even in marriages, you got to always be thinking about being a better person, just growing, just growth, period. Whether it's growth in what y'all do together, whether it's growth in finances, whether it's growth in something, you got to always be looking.
Yeah, should be some type of growth going
on. Right. There should be some type of growth going on. So you got to kind of focus on that. You got to look at that. All right. Number 4, we're talking about you say you want to be a husband or a wife, but you're not acting like it. So we're talking about 5 things keeping you from the marriage that you really want. Even if you want it, trying to help you. Number 4, glorifying singleness while secretly craving marriage.
Now, so this, and I'm right off the top of my head. We got to stop posting how great it is being single. If you land in your bed miserable about not being with somebody.
Oh yeah.
Because right off the top of my head, I'm going through all these texts I get from single women. Not that I get, that I see
right
from single women, and I'm like, wow, if you happy about being, but you can't be happy about being single.
Yeah,
you're probably miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is this: what's wrong with saying that?
Yeah,
what's wrong with being? Because if you stop BSing me, maybe you can stop BSing yourself. Because that's what we do, because that's what we do.
I remember reading this book. I forgot the guy's name. He's a famous psychologist that's really blown up recently. But he said in this book, he says, people hesitate to say what they really want. They hesitate to state their real goals and what they really want, because at the same time, you clearly define what you want. You clearly define your failure as well. What failure is going to mean, right? So people just kind of play it fast and loose. And so they'll say, oh, you know how somebody win? You playing somebody win? Oh, I wasn't even trying to win no way. You're right. Now they done broke their leg and they on trying to beat you. But soon as I wasn't trying to win no way. Right. But you gotta state it. You gotta say what you want. If you want to be married, say it. Say it. I remember this young lady, she got on social media and she was crying and she was upset. She was like, I don't like this. I don't like not being in a relationship or not even know how to do relationships right. She was just mad. She was like, nobody prepared me. Nobody told me and all of this. And she was like, I want this, but I don't know. She said, every time I'm in a relationship, I do something to mess it up, or it just goes bad. She says, nobody showed me how to actually do this. And she was upset and she was hurt, really. Right. So you don't have people who have moments of honesty like that on social media, because I got to make people feel right. Everything is a filter on social media. We have this single filter when we really want to be with somebody. Yeah. Right. Nothing wrong with you going on your trips and, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, but don't make it seem like that's the thing. That's the thing that you really desire.
There was this girl I followed on social media, Mia Pie. M-I.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She just got married. So she got married. And so one of the things she said, she was talking about, she started crying on. She was like, man, most of the time as singles, we don't believe that we deserve to be married and happy. And in the midst of this, I want to say to y'all, you do deserve it.
Yeah, you
do. You are good enough. You are more than good enough. Man or woman, you are more than good enough. And you got to believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think sometimes we allow our past or our circumstances to kind of dictate how we think about ourselves. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve to be happily married with somebody.
Yeah.
But you got to believe it. I can tell you all day, but you got to believe it.
Right. Right. And you can't be sitting up there, you meeting people and stuff like that. And I don't need nobody. I don't. Nah, because if they really want you, if they like, man, that's like somebody I probably want to holler at to see what she about. They hear that and they like, oh well,
because all in the listen, it's all in the conversation. If you, it was so funny because I had a friend of mine that she was single, and when she meet a guy, she would say something slick like, Yeah, but it ain't really no problem because if I need that, I know where to get it. Like, what are you doing?
No,
you can't do that.
Nia Long.
Oh, she did that.
Nia Long, Chris Rock.
She did. Yes, she
Nia Long, Chris Rock. Chris Rock say he met Nia. They were on a show together, and she was talking about how she met Chris Rock some years back, and he ghosted her.
She was trying to date him.
Right. She was trying to, what's up, Chris? And you know what I'm saying? And so he said what happened was when they were in conversation talking, the first time they talking, she told him, he said, so you single? She was like, yeah, but if I need some,
I know where I can
get some.
And he took her number and tore up in a little bit.
And he didn't contact her no more after that. No more after that.
What is the thing about you gotta flex? You gotta try to flex in your singleness. Ain't no flexing in your singleness. You single.
Listen, some people can be by themselves, but it's not everybody. It's not everybody. So now sometimes you have some people who really that's not them. Relationships it's not for everybody, but majority of people want to be with somebody, but you can't lie about where you are with that.
Can't lie to yourself about it.
You think it's the fear of rejection reason why?
Oh yeah, nobody wants to be rejected, man. People can say it don't bother them all they want to. Nobody wants to be rejected. Everybody wants that guy, that woman that they want. Nobody wants to be rejected. No.
Where would Steve Urkel be if he couldn't handle rejection? If he couldn't handle rejection, because every time you turned around, he was professing his love for Laura, and eventually,
well, and that's the crazy thing about it, man. Anything worth having is worth being persistent over.
Wow.
I'm not saying you can have her or him, but I'm saying it may take some persistence.
Let me say, when you all used up and washed up, don't come around here talking about
Vivica Fox. Don't you come over here?
I think I'm ready for you now.
Yeah, you gonna wait till you 60.
Oh my goodness. Just trying to help somebody. All right. Talking about, you say you want to be a wife, a husband or wife, but you're not acting like it. Right? These are 5 things keeping you from marriage, even if you want it. All right. So number five, chasing a fantasy instead of preparing for the future. Chasing a fantasy instead of preparing for the future. You all about the views and the clicks and the likes. That's what you're doing it for, right? God take you to a nice restaurant. You spend more time taking pictures of yourself sitting there, taking pictures of your food and all this type of stuff. And he looking like, what are we doing?
Ain't nothing worse. Ain't nothing worse than that. Ain't nothing worse than you not giving the relationship. It's kind of, I used to have a job to where it was at night. And the machines would run, almost virtually to run themselves.
Yeah.
But you had to get a machine 45 minutes. 15 minutes you can kind of play with, but you had to get a machine 45 minutes an hour.
Okay.
And oftentimes we don't want to give the relationship or the machine the accurate time that it needs to run it properly.
Yeah.
So when you skipping on the time, now what you get out the machine ain't what you thought you was gonna get. Well, why is it blurry? Well, because you didn't give the machine you didn't get a relationship the proper time you was supposed to give it.
Yeah.
And that's away from social media. That's everything else. You have to give relationships in the proper time if you want something out of them. You're only gonna get out of it what you put in it.
So what kind of social media rules should people put in place if they start dating and they say they both looking to be married? Should there be a social media rule or agreement in place?
Man, I don't even think you should hit. See, because let me explain to you the rule, the problem with social media. If you get on social media with your relationship, I'm gonna look for you in your relationship on social media. All of a sudden, if you ain't talking about your relationship on social media more, I'm like, I wonder what happened.
Oh wow.
She was on here with such and such.
Yeah.
They were talking about how much they in love with and all this, and now she on here by herself. So I would suggest you don't bring that to social media. It's not nobody business shit. Matter of fact, it ain't even your business shit.
Oh,
you trying to make it your business.
You trying to make it your business.
And so until it's your business to where you can say me and him got each other, I wouldn't even bring the social media.
Wow.
Social media don't deserve that from you yet.
Yeah. When we ask this question, does social media and putting your relationship on social media, constantly posting about your relationship, is that the equivalent of married people going on reality shows? Because you know them married people go on reality shows.
They'll never make it.
Bruh.
They'll make it. It's the kiss of death, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's the kiss of death. But see, and this the thing. It has to be important enough for you. The relationship has to be so important to where at all costs you trying to save it at all costs.
Yeah.
Are you more concerned about people knowing that you with somebody, or you knowing that you messing with somebody?
That's a great question.
Cause that's normally
a great question.
That's normally the issue.
Sarah says a sign of immaturity. When you prepare for the future, you are investing in you. And when you prep for the future, you are investing in yourself and your relationship. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is an investment.
Yeah.
It is an investment. And you're looking for a return. But here's the thing, when social media, like you said, everybody start looking for you, now that takes over. And you feel this pressure to always be putting out putting out content.
Yes.
That people gonna like and click and all this other type of stuff. So you're not just a relationship with that person, you're a relationship with your people on social media too. The people that's watching.
And that's really not fair to the person that you're trying to get to know.
No.
Because, okay, everything I do and say as the person trying to date you gonna be critiqued.
Oh yeah.
If I take you to to a steakhouse, any steakhouse, since we don't have no sponsors, I ain't calling no name. We gonna say a steakhouse.
Right.
So wherever it is, somebody in the comments gonna say, "Oh, girl, that's where he took you. How much money did he spend on you?" You are allowing people that you don't know, that's probably not in relationships like you, to have a say in what goes on in your relationship, and it's not fair to you or the person you're trying to date.
Because you could be fine with a $50 date, and you post it, and because other people not fine with it, now you start feeling some type of way about your $50 date.
Yes, exactly. You are exactly right. Because Cheesecake Factory is fine. It's fine.
Got some good food
until you get in, until you open it up to everybody else. Now people put their hopes and dreams on you,
right?
And say,
they can't even get a date, but they got enough to. I wouldn't take nobody taking me to Cheesecake Factory. Well, ain't nobody taking you nowhere.
That part.
Can we fix? Can you get to Williams Chicken?
Can you get a date?
Could you get the Popeyes or something?
Can you get a 2-piece of the pepper? Talk about what because that's it's not fair to open up you or your date up to that type of scrutiny and pressure it's gonna put on you in that relationship.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, should there be a social media rule where you like, listen, and how if you have a rule like that,
that's a good one.
If you're a single person and you meet somebody and you say, hey, while we figuring this thing out,
you don't owe them that. You ain't got to say nothing about it.
No, I mean, tell a person like the social media thing, we ain't got to do all that posting and, because sometimes people feel as like, oh, you ain't posting me. You ain't posting me. You know what I'm saying? You keep posting the way you post. I'm going to keep posting the way I post. And when it's time for us to post together, because we know, okay, this thing is locked in, then okay, maybe.
Because social media going to test it now.
Oh, yeah.
Social media going to test it because now you invite people that you know, that she know, he know, the past people, everybody that know you, and they're gonna have something to say about it. I'm just boy, that social media thing, but that is a big thing, bro.
It is.
That's a really big thing.
It is taking over a whole lot of people's lives. It is taking over, and especially with relationships. And a lot of times you can tell just as well when their relationships are fine. You don't see them.
Yeah.
They ain't posting. You don't see them. But as soon as they start posting, and they ain't got to be posting bad stuff, but they start posting though, oh, my king and my this and oh, this my queen. You looking like, well, and it's not a birthday or special event. You like,
well, my thing about that anyway is when relationships, man, relationship. Let me say this. Wait. Let me say this. Well, you threw me off so bad with that. But let me say this.
Well,
because I would rather my relationship be with my wife to where we doing stuff for each other that I can enjoy or that she can enjoy rather than going on social media. I want to be so sure there's no limit and ends to how much my wife do for me or me for her. So I don't have to go on Facebook and say, y'all, let me tell you what I did for her today.
Right.
There ain't need that unless you're auditioning for somebody else.
Exactly. Unless you auditioning for somebody else. So it's out because it's more about the attention.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And how often do people prepare for the wedding instead of the marriage? How often does that happen? You have a lot of people that prepare for the wedding and ain't no effort being put into the marriage. Because it's about
you say no effort.
No, because it's about that day. You put all your energy into one day.
And the marriage is so much bigger than a day.
Oh man.
Especially big when you spending the rest of your life with somebody and it's funny, you don't realize how small of a piece sex is in your marriage until you get married and start spending every day with that person.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, wait a minute. We only in the bed, we only having sex 30, 45 minutes a day. Now I'm giving y'all another 20 to 30 minutes, but that's out of 24 hours a day. And the rest of the time we got to deal with each other.
Yeah.
Rest of the time, we got to be getting along.
Don't listen to Anthony Hamilton. He had that foolishness in his song talking about we ain't got to worry about no groceries. We gonna fill up on love alone. Boy, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. What we eat? Where we eating at? We gonna get some food.
I'm just saying, hey man.
Talking, man, you tripping.
But again, everybody deserves it. If you deserve happiness, but you got to start speaking it. You got to speak it into your own life. You don't need nobody standing over you speaking that. Speak that into your own life.
Yeah, and carry yourself worthy of the relationship you want.
Whoa. Boy, this done did it to me again. I wasn't even looking at you. I looked off like this. Lord have mercy, I wasn't even ready.
Carry yourself worthy of the relationship you want. If you say the type of relationship you want, there is an attitude, there's a behavior and everything that goes along with that. Become that.
Sure.
Become that. And you will be amazed at who you start attracting. You'll be amazed.
That's so funny because people always say, why do I keep attracting these thug dudes? Was your last 4 boyfriend thug? Yeah, well, it's you. You the thug. You attracted them. It's you.
Right.
You need to change some things up. And that's the most difficult thing for us because in our eyes, we ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
We just being us.
Because a decent dude don't want the drama. Because if you got past of dudes that's about drama, they're like,
yeah.
Because I want to be with you and they see us or something, and then like, man, I ain't got time for that. All right, so we're gonna run down to 5 one more time. The 5 things keeping you from marriage. Right. Number 1, avoiding accountability from past relationships. Number 2, sleeping first. You know what that means, and deciding later. Right, putting the cart before the horse. Number 3. Pursuing vibes over vision. You're all about the feelings as opposed to the plan. Number 4, glorifying singleness while secretly desiring or craving to be in relationships, to be married. Right? Stop talking noise about, married people and stuff. You really want to. And number 5, chasing a fantasy instead of pursuing or preparing for the future. Right? So those are the 5 things If you want to be married, you got to stop doing these things. You got to stop doing these things so that the relationship you want now can happen. Right? Hope we help somebody.
Final thoughts.
Final
thought. My final thought for this evening. If you are tired of being by yourself, stand on that. Say, hey, listen, I'm finna be married, and give yourself some time. By this time next year, you will be married. Start speaking that into your own life. Speak that into your life. And while you speaking that into your life, start making some gradual changes to become the best version of yourself. And that's my final thought. Y'all help us get out of here.
One thing you got to understand, this thing is about being first. It's about being first. You have to be first. Once you start being, you start doing, because doing starts lining up with being. But then having is a result of what you're doing. But the doing rests on the being. You got to be that person, right? Be a husband, be a wife, even before you come across that person that you want to be a wife for or be a husband for. It's about becoming that. If you don't know what that is, get with some people, get with some marriage mentors or something. Find somebody who's doing it to the level that you want to, and start asking questions, start learning, start hanging around them so you can start seeing what it is. Because what you're trying to do is fix your mindset. You're trying to fix your mindset, because the ring doesn't make you ready. The mindset does. And that's my final thought. Well,
all right, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Don't forget, share this out to people and leave comments, right?
Yeah.
Listen, the algorithm likes engagement. So we appreciate you listening and watching, but we need you to chime in so the algorithm can say, hey, people like this. So let me pass it on to other people who might like this. So that's just how it works. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. We're going to catch y'all next time.
Y'all be blessed.
Peace out.